Once again, it is me, Ted the Speed Learner, keeping you informed on important things, and believe me, this is very important. Now, I'm sure everybody is aware that since practically the invention of gasoline and the modern combustion engine, that there has been a tax on gasoline. It's of course gone up steadily over the years since the economy has shifted from one to the next to the next to the next, so on and so forth. You kind of get the idea. But we've had a tax on gasoline for a long, long time. Here's a little problem. Our automobiles are becoming more fuel efficient. Now, if we're getting more fuel efficient, then we're not spending so much money on gasoline anymore. And if we're not spending so much money on gasoline anymore, then we're not paying taxes anymore. Oops. So what's the government solution? Well, your state governments are coming up with a new plan. You're now going to tell them how many miles you've been traveling from week to week, month to month, year to year, and based on that number of miles, that's what you're going to pay taxes on. You ain't going to pay taxes on the gasoline anymore. You're going to pay taxes on how many miles you travel. Now, I see two problems with this. One, that's going to discourage commerce. Because remember, you got your truck drivers, they drive a certain number of miles. You've got your people driving back and forth to work. You've got your people driving on vacation, so on and so forth. Well, people aren't going to travel so much because, after all, they have to pay taxes on that. The fewer number of miles they drive, the fewer taxes they have to pay. But there is a second problem with this. If they can track your number of miles that you travel, then they can kind of keep an idea of what your lifestyle is like. They're actually spying on you. Get that? They actually know where you're going and how many miles it took for you to get there. They're going to know all this information. Do you really want the government to know where you're going all the time? And how far you're traveling? I don't want the government knowing that. That's an invasion of my privacy. I don't want them knowing my mileage. None of their dang business. Also lets them know how fuel efficient our cars really are. Do you really want them to know that? I don't think so. So not only is this a bad thing for commerce, but it's also an invasion of our privacy. They don't have the right to spy on us like that. They already know how much gasoline we buy. Now they're going to know how many miles we travel. They're going to know where we go. Not this time. I say no. Find another way to taxes, but don't do this. Alright. I will tell you more in a future video, so stay tuned.